What's coming after that?
Like fight now.
Night.
Rocket fire.
Get him out of here. Oh no. What's up, y'all? We back in the
So we back.
What I want to hear is the first show of the new year, y'all. Is this first year?
It is.
Yeah. It's the first
year. I don't never hear myself.
Nah, it is though.
We back.
We back.
We back. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome
New
back.
Year. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hip hop. We go. Man,
What's
it's
up?
the new year. What's up with y'all?
The
What y'all
energy
do
is crazy
for the
in here.
New
Let's
Year's?
go.
What y'all do?
What you do?
I party. I'm still I've been drinking every day. I said I was gonna slow down. I've still been drinking every day.
He been drinking
Turning up. I've been booked up, so it's been good. I'm finna drop some videos, little promo videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing my thing a little bit.
All
Got
right,
my cameraman, my brother, been stepping up a little bit, helping me
Okay.
out. So yeah, it's been fun.
What you
Getting
do
to the bit.
New Year's Eve night?
Oh, I was drunk. Hey, listen. By the time y'all was like, I'm going. I'm old. She talked just the time. I'm old, nigga. I'm gone. We going to opium after this. We already bought the table and the bottles and everything. I ain't had no choice but to keep going. Yeah.
I didn't know y'all had got a table and everything.
Yeah, we already had a table. I told you that.
You did?
Yeah, I did tell you.
I was so through.
Yeah.
I was through, boy.
I'm high through.
We went to Crown Sports Bar, and that's where little Bankhead from B103B.
Okay.
So when I looked at the social media, and the flyer said all black New Year's Eve blackout event, dressed to impress.
Wow.
That's masquerade. That's what it said, right?
Yeah.
So you see something like that, you're gonna wear something dressed up, suited and booted, nice.
Wow.
We got in there. It looked like
a
straight kickback trap house.
The court, y'all know.
The pool palace meets. It was just. It was like Beecham. It was
like big $8.
The kids. I was a little bit scared in there because number one, it was so much smoke. Like, and I don't mind the smoke, but it was so much, and they had the smoke machine blowing.
Mm-hmm.
So Nelly got on this full suit with rhinestones on it. So the fog is messing up his rhinestones. My grill getting foggy.
Right.
Like in my home.
Can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I'm scared. They taxing for everything up in here, and mind you, it ain't about 20 people in there, and they ain't nobody got on black. But nobody had on black. Nobody was dressed up. Nobody looked older than 29.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was us and Lil Bankhead. We were the only ones that were dressed up. I think he was probably going somewhere else after it.
True.
So the whole time it was like, yeah. So
I didn't get dressed up. I see people do that though, get dressed up.
Normally people do like to get dressed up. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, well, let's go see where Kutt at. So we rode out to Seesaw. I don't have much of a memory after that point.
Come on, shut up. They was like, what is that? They kind of, what is that? All right, well, whatever.
I was like, by the time I got there, I was like, huh, what?
All right.
It's New Year.
So I guess I'm the only one that was civilized.
Wait, and let me just say, I got home at 3 a.m., which I never ever do. So shout out to me for hanging out. I was
See, you could have came out.
I had to go home.
No, we had just got to opium. We had to go to cookout.
I was getting a little sleepy.
You hung out though. You hung out. You brought the New Year.
I did real good.
I was drunk. I had to babysit 9 females, so it was crazy.
Oh,
that's
wow. Crazy. Okay, and then the next day I went to yoga. So
okay,
I do my gym thing every day. So shout out. So
Thank
you.
With Crunch Fitness, right?
Yes, I enrolled in Crunch Fitness. And I started with the group classes, and I got me a couple little homegirls that I work out with. Some chicas. You know, I love my Spanish mommies or whatever. The area has a lot of Hispanics. So I like to blend in with them. I don't know what it is, but I have Hispanic and Spanish friends. They are the ish. Like it's a different energy. So I'm excited. We have some class coming up this weekend. So brought the New Year in, feeling really, really good.
No, I'm talking about. See, that was my first time bringing the New Year's in sober.
Okay.
Sober.
Okay.
And I tell y'all, it felt so weird.
Okay.
But it felt good. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Yeah, I forgot. You know, you broke it. But shout out Liberty and Deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Went to church.
Amen.
You know, praise on, pray for everybody in this room and everybody I already rock with. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it was different because I'm used to going out partying, blazing up with the homies, somewhat acting a fool, waking up wondering how I got there. But that time I went home. I think I was home by 12:45. But I ain't go to bed by 4 a.m. I was up watching movies.
Really?
Yeah, I watched that Samuel L. Jackson and Kiki Palmer movie, that The Cleaner.
How was that?
It was
That was
dope.
good.
It's
Yeah.
a classic.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
It's a classic.
And shout out to her, she's pregnant right now, so shout out to Kiki.
Yeah.
That's a
Shout
great
out
new
to
baby.
Kiki.
Hey, Nelly, she broke something else again. The mic, it went down. That's why she stopped talking mid-conversation. But we got a lot going on today, man. KT, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
We going on a break real quick.
We'll be back with
Shit,
more.
breaking stuff. She bought it, though. Shit.
Right.
Good. She bought it.
You break it, you buy it.
You break your back.
You break your back.
That's the second.
Was we gonna release a track with
Right.
that? I feel like that was against us. Yeah, y'all know who it is. No,
Yeah. Hey man, say man.
Hey man, say man.
You already know who it is.
It's like, I
don't know who it is.
All right.
We're gonna find out today.
It's your girl, I am Chelsea Speaks.
904 DJ Kutt.
And you're tuned in to
The
LunchBox.
101 TKO Radio.
Brought to you by Privy at Stonecrest.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, Cook's Catering, for all your catering needs, corporate needs, anything that a cook can do for you.
Come on now. Come on now. Give me some of that. That's what I'm talking about.
You cold. You cold.
You cold.
Hey, that need to be a sound bit. You cold.
You cold. Ice cold. You cold.
You ice cold. Ice cold.
Word.
Man, we come back in strong, but y'all know that we have national holidays.
Come on with it
So
now.
let me hit y'all with a couple of those real quick. So today is National Cuddle Up Day.
Cuddle up.
Cuddle Up Day.
Okay.
Y'all got relationships. I got a pillow.
It's okay. I got some dogs. You know,
Nope, I don't want your dog. I seen them dogs. Them ratchet butts. Them dogs off the chain.
Baby kids.
You know, the dogs hopping and all. So when's the last time you had a good cuddle with your significant other?
Yes, this morning then when I went to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
about you, Kutt?
Yep, this morning. What about you, Jess?
Really? Really? I gave Nelly
Everybody like, yep, I had to get
I hugged Nelly when I came in this morning. I hugged my dildo. No, I'm like, listen, all right, so, and today is also National Bean Day. Are you guys bean people? Like, you like beans?
Ooh, y'all don't want me eating beans.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all don't want me eating beans.
I love beans, but they cause inflammation, so I can't eat them a lot.
okay, let's do some clarity because I got a lot of brothers out there that's not as intelligent as the rest of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
When we say beans, we ain't talking about the pork and beans.
We talk about
I just need clarity on what kind of beans.
pork and beans is like it is pork. It's pork and beans.
But what I'm saying, we talking about edible food beans or bean beans.
Oh my god.
I mean, you said National Bean Day.
I like them beans.
Well,
I had one of them beans on New Year.
But speaking of, let me tell y'all what happened, and it let me know that I have to go get a new strap.
Okay.
So the other night at my house, speaking of beans, so I don't rock with that anymore. Like, but do your thing, whatever. I'm just like say.
Yeah.
But it was like 12 something at night, and so I heard a knock at my door, and so you know how you wake up in your sleep and you hear something and you trying to figure out, put two and two together, like. For some reason, it registered, but it didn't register. So I got up and I walked to my door to see if I was going to hear it again. Next to my door is a window where I can look out the blinds and see who's. So I saw my neighbor. My neighbor's like this 45, 46-year-old guy. He's super cool, got an entertainment company. He's actually come and done an interview on a radio station before. So I'm like, he cool, whatever. They never tried nothing. But I opened the door, but I opened the door thinking my neighbor was going to tell me something was up with my car or something's wrong. When I opened the door, y'all, all he did, and it scared me to death. He's like 6'3". He stood there. He was sweating bullets. He didn't say nothing to me the whole time. And he was standing there. This is where he crazy. He was holding a QT hot dog, a chili dog. And he was just standing there like this with a smirk on his face. And so I wiped my eyes and I was like, what? And he was like, he didn't say nothing. And I ended up slamming the door in his face and locking my door. And that's what happened. So I texted him the next morning and I was like, yo, don't be pulling up on me like that.
How long he stood at the door after you closed the door?
Yes.
No, I'm saying how long did he stand?
I don't know, because after I closed my door, I like ran back to the back of my house or whatever, because I didn't even stay by the door to see how long, because I didn't want him to see that I was still by the door, because you can kind of look and see through that window if that shadow's right there. So I don't know what to think. So speaking of beans, people think that taking beans or taking drugs stops with a certain age, but it does not. You got a lot of grown people out there that be popping them beans and functioning, and you would just never think. So I was like, I had to share that with y'all, because I'm like, that shook me to my core. Like, it let me know that even though I live in a nice area, now I gotta have my strap.
Let me tell you something.
For real.
And that's
mandatory. And ladies, and you, Chelsea, going forward, if it's after hours, especially after hours, don't you go to that door with nothing in your hand.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to grab a butcher knife. If you ain't got the fire, you better go get you a baseball bat, a crowbar, something. Don't you go to that door with nothing in your hand or with up on you, because like you said, sometimes they don't know what's going on.
You know, and now I recognize, okay, I can never be too, safe, even at home.
Have y'all spoken after that?
No, he ain't said nothing else to me.
Y'all seen each other?
I haven't seen him go, like, I just go to my car and I come back. I haven't seen him. But it's a very weird situation because his girls always give me the eye, like, they're not females, like, but I'm not even that type of person. Like, I don't even get down like that. And I'm at my house, so I would never do nothing like that.
Sure.
So I make sure I don't say nothing. But
was he pulled up in your driveway?
He's literally next door to me. His garage is next to my garage, like less than 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
And my door.
You think he got confused? He could have been drunk, confused. Or...
No, because you knocked on my door
with a hot dog.
With a hot dog. And when I texted him, he was like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. That won't happen again. I was lit," and he put the lit emoji. But what I see is a lot of people, they say lit, but they try to make it dumb it down. Yeah. No, you own something. Like you're on some other, and you can't control yourself. That's letting you know it. He on a drug. When they be like, I'm lit right now. Like that open admission, I was like, oh, you one of them ones. Like you be in your house. Like, doing whatever, but I would never thought that because I'm thinking I'm at home and I'm just like, so I guess National Bean Day, people still out here really doing it.
And not only that, not even on a joking manner, this is why I keep dogs because sometimes, like you said, when you deep in your sleep, they gonna let you know, and it's the bark that they give off because they know somebody is normally coming to your house. It's a different bark than. Hold on, I smell something I ain't never smelled before. Let me get your attention.
And I was thinking about getting a dog too, because I was like, it is just me. Mm-hmm. So, in 2023, you do gotta be more protective of yourself, just period across the board, especially being a female that own a radio station. Like, it's like
you gotta be careful.
I gotta be careful. Like,
these men crazy.
These men are really crazy out here for real.
They'll be an Uber driver. They could be an Uber driver. They could be a maintenance man. Y'all seen the maintenance man peed in the bottle. Remember that? We did that story a few weeks ago?
That's right. The janitor. Yeah. Somebody said, I thought y'all were talking about baked beans. We were talking about baked beans at first. We were talking about pinto beans and baked beans, but then we went to the other beans.
Because I promise you, when I be hearing noises, I don't look about. I don't care if I'm butt booking naked. I'm going to the door that back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if I can't see who you is or is doing some upbringing and my dog's going out crazy, okay, come on. All I need you to do is come through that threshold. It's up there.
It's just messed up because I feel like, I'm not going to say I'm traumatized, but I've had things happen.
No, as far as your neighbor, like now you're going to be worrying about it. Every time you hear a certain noise, you're going to be, is it him again?
I really do feel like that for real. Like,
makes it uncomfortable.
So I'm at home and I'm kind of like, this messed up because I'm like, this is the place where I'm supposed to be able to come and chill.
But you say he did text you though, right? And
he did, but this not the first time that he's contacted me. Like this is the first time he's knocked on my door. Yeah. A couple months ago, he called me at 2 a.m. and I didn't answer. And I texted, I said, hey, what's up? I'm thinking you're gonna tell me something going on. He was like, oh, come outside and have a drink.
What?
One, your chick live with you, so she could put
he trying to.
You really trying me, like. For real. So I just feel like I've done everything to say no. Why you keep? But it's because I've never had no dude. Like you just really gotta be careful because I didn't realize how much people really will watch you. Like the only way you could have felt comfortable coming to my house like that was if you see.
Ain't nobody there. And so I'm gonna tell you, like my ex had a situation like that, and I had to start coming over, even though I'm not really over there for her. It's to throw the neighbors off. Yeah. And now they see a man is present. They ain't gotta know that y'all together. They just know, okay, it's a man.
Yeah, we need to come over that deep.
Yeah. My homeboy came over the next day, but I think I probably should
get you a ring doorbell.
That's what I'm going to get today.
You want to hold my gun? You want to hear?
Let me just hold it by the door. How do you do anything with it? But back to the beans, not for y'all.
But not for real. You really do need to get some type of something. Yeah. Pepper spray, something.
I got the pepper spray, the taser, and all that. But I'm like, at this point, 5.
Yeah. Man, now I'm going to get Nyla gun for real.
Like a 9, 380, something like that. So yeah. But that's
you got a lot
going on.
Yeah.
You definitely do.
Especially with this school. So look, back to the days of the week. Sorry, y'all. I had to tell my people what happened. Today is also National. What we got? Shortbread day. Y'all eat shortbread?
What's shortbread?
That's like the little.
That's that sweet bread. That little.
Yeah.
That be. Oh, that grandma
used to. Y'all protect that black girl. Yes, please protect
me.
Oh yeah.
Please protect
me.
Everybody.
Not a
Please
damn
take
no.
me, because I was very scared.
All she gotta do is drop that low, and we pulling up.
I was super scared.
What else holiday? National Head Day?
Today, it should be National Head Day.
Oh.
Do we have any? Today, we have birthdays. Today is Keisha Kanor's birthday. Gucci Mane's
Okay,
wife.
happy birthday. She held it down.
She held it down. She
and
turned,
made some more. Yeah.
Listen, that's a bad girl.
Yeah, women not dope.
Yeah.
Women not
Women not dope.
She really did it. So that's what I got today.
We got Mike Jones' birthday too.
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
Cool.
281-330-8004.
Did somebody say that Mike Jones went gospel?
I heard
Did y'all hear
that.
that?
I heard that, but I also see him on a commercial doing auto sales cars.
What?
Somebody, who? Mike Jones.
I love Mike
Pay
Jones.
here.
He was buy here, pay here now.
Right.
Yeah,
he definitely made Texas trend for like bring him back into the spotlight because when he did his thing, everybody was on Paul Wall. Everybody like so. Shout out to him, man. Chameleon, yeah.
He was definitely a trendsetter.
Yeah, it's definitely that whole grill scene. Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to the grills of the world.
Right. He was born in '81. How old is he?
81. I'm 21.
You was born in 76.
I was born in 93.
So when he 43 this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Somewhere. We both like, yeah.
So what year? So that's what I got. But.
So,
And also, John Singleton's birthday.
Oh, John Singleton.
Boys in the Hood.
I like it.
Yeah, shouts out to him.
Yeah.
John Singleton. What was your favorite part of that movie, Boys in the Hood? And don't say Ricky.
Everybody say
Ricky. It was Ricky.
All right.
It's the face that comes with the Ricky. Yeah, look like that when you do it.
Yeah, right.
So somebody said Lil Boosie went. Oh, we don't deal with Lil Boosie.
No.
Yeah.
We don't deal with Lil Boosie. But listen, we're gonna take a break real quick. When we come back, I gotta give y'all some inside scoop on Gangsta Boo that I found out yesterday behind her passing.
I heard it was the no.
We'll be back in a minute, y'all.
Yeah, let's go.
And let me talk Mike's screen because why you Then we think about that option. Well, I could go for a new date.
Listen, 101 TK already. We are back in the building. You guys know what time it is. It's Friday.
Friday.
We got a lot to talk about. We just went over these national holidays.
Wow.
Of course, we got some more scoop. Y'all got anything from before I get to this little scoop about Gangsta Boo?
Man, I do, and I think it's gonna tie in with the beans, and I hope it don't have to tie in with what you about to say.
You better not say what I'm saying.
No, not with you. No, not this time. I ain't gonna do it this time. This is gonna be a quick little update for those that don't know. Okay. Unfortunately, we've been having a lot of overdose in the hip hop game, in the celebrity world, and a lot of people feel like, just regular drugs, and we're not sitting here promoting drugs. You dig what I'm saying?
Hold on, time out real quick. I think on TikTok, I qualify because I came up with the name LunchBox. If you are the person that came up with the LunchBox on my TikTok, please inbox me right now because let me see that LunchBox right there. We actually ended up naming the show the LunchBox. So if indeed that is you, and I think this is you,
what's his name? I remember.
It's T1COT. T1COT. I think that's him.
It might have been.
I think it was this person.
Yeah, he was rocking with us.
Yeah, shout out to. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just had to catch it.
Okay,
I'm
coming with you.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Nah, it's cool. But now, on the real tip though, fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a game killer, a game changer, and a lot of people don't know when they take these drugs. It's almost like back in the day when we used to hear the OGs say they remix it. So instead of remixing with some water base, they remix it with a more deadlier drug that's really taking people out. So people don't know, such just like cocaine is used in the medical field for medical purposes. So when people abuse it and use a higher dosage that is beyond the FDA level, that is how you're having all these overdoses. So people out there that's, you want to indulge in the fun and the activity, don't take it just because it look good. Because just because it look all white don't mean it's really the all white. And don't just be shooting stuff up your arm because it can really take you about this thing.
Take you about it.
Don't just shoot anything up your arm, huh?
No,
don't shoot nothing up your arm.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Don't shoot anything.
Be careful about what you shoot up your arm. Just be careful. What?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's crazy if you're gonna do it because they're gonna do it regardless.
If you are at the point where you're shooting things up your arm, you have lost all potential ability to think.
It's over with.
You don't even care that.
That's why common sense ain't common no more.
It's really not.
So what we got, Chelsea? So
listen, check this out. So rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. So I don't know if many people know this, but she was on hip hop on Marriage Boot Camp hip hop version with Emmett. Well, about the 7th episode, her and Emmett were kicked off because they found cocaine in their rooms. So this has been something ongoing, and she was trying to rob her career. Apparently, New Year's Eve, Gangsta Boo, and shout out to Living in Reality with Mia, Gangsta Boo went to a New Year's Eve party with her brother. Her brother also overdosed the night before, but he made it. She did.
I heard about that.
So it was a lot more to that story in that circle, and they found her allegedly out the front door. So I am thinking that she may have been trying to get help at the time that she realized she was ODing and was not able to do it.
And see, people don't realize too, when people start ODing off of, drugs that are especially mixed with fentanyl, because it's so potent, you really have less than 5 minutes to get them help. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, unfortunately, it can be the end. But there's a cure that a lot of people
right?
Yes! Look at you, girl! Look at you!
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know she was smart.
Narcan is a safe drug that can reverse the overdose if caught in time.
But where can you get that? Where does the average person? Because, for example, we're talking about 2023 new things, right? Yeah. There are a lot of, talk about women's safety. Now they're saying to check your car doors because they're putting napkins, they're still putting napkins laced with fentanyl and things like that on your cars. This morning when I left McDonald's, my gas tank was open. So instead of touching it, I took my foot and I pushed it in, but I could have possibly hit the little thing, but thinking ahead, the average person, you're not gonna think, you just gonna pop it back in and that's it. But thinking about the fentanyl and the cop that actually OD'd on it a few weeks ago, the white cop that had administered the Narcan to her is more common. So my question is, if Narcan is the solution, how does the average person get it?
That's a good question. I mean, I would honestly, tell you go holler at your physician. Even if you're not even on that type of stuff.
But does that mean you go? If I have any doctors out there listening, give me a call. Give us a call, 678-439-7419. I think that's something that should be talked about because when the pandemic came around, we had We had masks. We had home
gloves,
tests. Marijuana. We got drug home tests.
Yeah.
So why do we not have something to prepare for this fentanyl epidemic?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
If
real.
it is indeed a medical drug, and if indeed Narcan is
You
a
see,
solution,
police is
if they gotta
over
carry
there,
it now, then how much more does a standard person need to do it?
That's true.
Like real talk.
But then the other question comes in, like you said, if the person done got exposed to it and they find themselves start ODing, who's there to administrate it to them?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because what if, you know, if this is an unfortunate situation like the officer where I've seen an officer literally grab it, didn't know what it was, and literally just drop. And had he not had his officer beside him, it would have been a wrap. So if you by yourself, even if you have it, how can you really truly protect yourself?
Well, if you OD, you on your way out the door anyway.
Yeah,
It's trying to be funny, but if you OD, you already
see the light, embrace the light.
You already,
it's over with, bro.
You already Kevin Samuel with that thing.
But you know what's you saw
too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Look, but you know what's crazy though? A lot of people don't know. Fentanyl has took a lot of great celebrities, and one great celebrity that doesn't really get the proper recognition. Nah, not just him. Mac Miller. It was found that Mac Miller actually had fentanyl. It was Mac Miller. We lost Prince, Shock G, Michael K. Williams. Yep, it was in his system.
Wow.
Because you got to think about it. It's still a medical drug. So if you're IVing or anything to that nature,
you have potential to get in your system.
Exactly.
Okay, so who else we lost?
I mean, the list goes on, but those are just the top names as of right now. Like, if we had to really sit down, it's almost like listening to all the dead rappers from 2020 to now.
Speaking of, have you guys noticed coming into 2023, we done lost some people too?
Man,
Just Barbara Walters.
Barbara
Walters.
Yeah.
Didn't really talk about her too much. I was too busy getting drunk on New Year's. So I don't really remember, but shout out to her. And then all these Forex traders, all these Bitcoin head execs are also dying as well because people, and I sat and I researched, I'm like, why are they dying? It's because Bitcoin is really untraceable. You know what I'm saying? You can't really track it. So besides the fentanyl, the Bitcoin, anything that I feel like people are starting to wake up to and realize with the government, and I always said I would never be one of those people that was like, oh, the government, but as I get older, I realize this is really reality. This is really what's happening around us. Like, you gotta pay attention to stuff like this because that's gonna let you know what kind of money move you need to make next. You know what I'm saying? So looking at stocks, so we've lost a lot of people, but it's also opening a lot of doors for new talent, new situations.
Becoming your own boss.
Yeah, I mean
sadly, we hate. I'm not gonna say use the term we hate. We sometimes dislike social media, but social media is the reason why we have so much information now.
Yeah.
Because you think about back in the 90s when we lost Biggie and Pop, it wasn't them but the news, the newspaper, and the radio station.
Right.
That's it. That was your only sources of finding out information. Now, you can wake up and it's a video of actually what happened. So now you don't have to go to your neighbor and say, hey, what happened to so-and-so?
Prime example, Takeoff. Nobody had to ask what happened. We
all
didn't have to ask. We all woke up to the video on YouTube.
Everybody investigated themselves.
We all woke up to that. Like, but the sad part, the good and bad is everybody's a reporter now. Everybody's a reporter. You know what I'm saying? But so social media sources are doing a better job, I think, of trying to fact check. But I think for us, one of our jobs as a radio station is to make sure that we get the most accurate information.
And speaking on accurate information, last night on Thursday Night Football, the NFL has decided to cancel the Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati Bengals games following Damar Hamlin's medical emergency.
So they canceled?
So they canceled the game. Yeah. This issue is the Bills and Bingo game could have determined who was the number one seed, important not just because the team would have home field, but also first bye. Okay. As a result of cancellation, the Bengals are now AFC North champions. The Bengals will play the Ravens on Sunday, while the Bills will take on the Patriots. So, with that whole cancellation, it messed up a lot of money, a lot of seeds, like a lot of what ifs. So I don't know if y'all remember what's his name? Skip Bailey. He said his comments, and that's where he was coming from as far as it's a lot of money. Not to be insensitive on the situation, but you know, you got to think about it. It messed up a lot going on. You don't never take them out. I felt like you could have just took them off the field and everything. It's a lot of people get
why did they cancel the whole
Because you got to think about it. It's just like right now. God forbid something happened to somebody in this room. We can't keep this show going because our hearts and our feelings is trying to figure out, are you okay?
Right. People get into everything. Hey, what you say? People get shot every day, man. Yeah, nah, people get shot every day.
We gonna take a break.
You remember that?
We can take a break. You all right? You good? You ready?
Yeah.
No, but that is true for real. But I mean, still, there's this need to keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like a little bit of a cheat to stop the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, players get hurt all the time. Yeah. You can't just. It's not even about. You gotta take the personal out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is a sport, a calculated sport. This is a business.
This is what happens.
So this is a physical thing. It's not nobody's fault.
I feel they could have stopped the game for a little bit. Maybe went into a little halftime, something like that, and restarted it.
Well, do you think that there was a conversation that was had?
It was.
Okay.
It definitely was.
It definitely was.
But I think the thing that really put the icing on the cake that a lot of people still don't realize, he actually died on the field.
He died on that field.
Yeah.
So that's why I said
that got brought back, and then he died again on the way to the hospital, and they was able to bring him back.
So it was on the right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like Chuck said, if it was just a regular injury, broke ribs, broke leg, okay, send him to the back, give him a little moment, let's get back in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the brighter side of that, his father and family did reach out and say that he's making a good recovery. He's woken up. He's still breathing with the breathing machine, but he's able to write. He's able to move his legs. And the first thing he wrote on paper was, did we win the game? And the doctors told him, yes, you won because you have your life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a real tricky situation. And how I feel the NFL should have played it, they should have did it almost like a snow out. Instead of telling these teams, you're going to go this way, you're going to go this way, let's let them replay again. Because his dad even
and that's what they was going to try
to
do. That's what they was going to try to do, play in somebody else's home. That way it wouldn't be no home.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what they was going to do. But at the end, they were like, nah, we just going to.
Because I ain't going to lie, this was wrestling with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon got the show going.
Oh, yeah, he going to keep it going. I don't care who out there.
Like, you remember Owen Hart passed on when he fell from the top and then hit the turnbuckle? Bro, he literally dropped from the top, boom, hit the turnbuckle, passed. They got him out of the arena, and the show kept going.
I wonder if they think about anything, because how soon was he revived?
Oh, they jumped on it. So like, soon as he hit the ground, they revived him like in 60 seconds type deal.
Okay.
Like the doctors even said, had it not been for the NFL medical staff to bring him back,
Cincinnati,
And there was another football player that also passed from cardiac arrest as well. There's another black player that actually didn't make it.
Yeah.
I had to find his name, but a lot of these, like, what's going on? Is it the vaccine?
No.
But like what's happening? These things do happen.
But you got to understand, with black men, we have a lot of health issues that we don't really discuss or like to look up. So
that's true.
That comes in on our end where we have to really double check with us, like for real.
That is true.
And you got to understand, these people, so-called, put out different types of medicine to make us weak. They sent us through.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got
to
right.
And on that, we're going to take a break, man. We'll be back in just a minute. 101 TK Radio. Call me and let me know when you had your PP check. 678 Bye-bye.
I feel like old boy last night. You caught me on guard with that one.
new year, everybody wants to rule the world.
For sure.
Everybody comes into a new year with goals. They come into new year with all these resolutions and challenges.
Wow.
But you know what? I didn't really have New Year's resolutions. I just resorted to being more of myself.
Yeah.
Just leaning into who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times people make resolutions because they're not being all the way true to the highest extent they can be, even if it's my New Year's resolution is to stop drinking. You're really just trying to resolute to becoming a better person. You're really trying to resolute to be a better person. So my resolution is just to be not afraid to be myself.
No.
And a lot of people are like, oh, you trust yourself? Yeah, but I hold back a lot.
Yeah. See, people don't realize
I gotta poop right now.
Somebody just asked something.
They asked you on TikTok. They was like, she must have went to go boo boo.
I did have to go boo boo. Y'all know how you dance. So what about you? Did you have any New Year's resolutions?
Not really. So, like you just said, really learn more about myself, become more business savvy, and I'm learning. Shout out to Walker. I seen him do an interview with Shannon Sharp.
He had a really good interview.
It was dope. And the one thing that he said that really stuck out to me is the fact that a lot of times growing up in certain situations in neighborhood, we try to be an image that we're really not. So once you get older, you realize a lot of stuff that we did growing up really don't matter. And we can't go back to where we come from and kick it like we still that same person back then because we have elevated.
You can't roll dice with people you in
They're not the same tax bracket. Come on now, give me something on that.
Come on, what?
Like we can't do that. So
nice to me.
No.
I want that. What you shoot? Bye. Okay, let's go.
Send me them.
You know what I'm saying? So it just, just realizing that we don't have to go back to where we come from to say we still are who we are. We are who we are, but they have to understand and respect the way that we respect ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we got to take ourselves out of elements that we don't belong in because we have more to lose than the person that has nothing to do.
Hashtag people pleasing.
Come on now.
I am good for that. I think as a business owner, like I found out that a lot of my childhood traumas make me a good business owner. Like wanting to be validated, wanting to be appreciated, wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard. Yeah. Those are a lot of things.
Take it serious.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't get as a child because of kind of how I grew up. So those are the qualities now that make me a really good business owner. But as I'm getting older and I'm not people pleasing no more, and I'm not seeking validation, and I'm not trying to make everybody happy, it's an internal conflict that I'm having, but a good internal conflict. So to stand by what you said, those New Year resolutions really just be setting new grounds for us just to really become the people that we really supposed to be.
But I like how you said that trauma. People don't realize we've been fighting trauma since elementary. Like even myself, I used to get bullied in elementary. So I told myself, middle school, high school, it ain't going down that way. So I put myself in situations and around individuals that I knew I had no business being around. But I knew being around them, I'm going to learn how to toughen myself up.
That's real.
But guess what you just said? Once we get older, it becomes a conflict of interest because some of those people still look at you in that limelight like you're supposed to still be this person.
Yes.
But you realize, bro, that was really never me from the beginning.
That was never me.
It just, I fit in real good and I held my own on 10 toes.
Yeah.
But then when you start growing up, especially those ones that came out of neighborhoods that was predominantly gang dominated and, clique wise, you realize we lose people to death, lose people to jail. We got folks from high school that's still locked up and we're free. We able to move around how we want. So you learn to appreciate your life and your lifestyle. So it's not that we turn our back on anybody. It's the fact that we're maturing. Period.
Yeah. Honestly, for real, maturing. I think a lot of people just waking up to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just like, I don't want this. I don't like how this makes me feel. Like even the black men, like the world is opening more up now for black men to say how they feel about things.
Yes.
Kevin Samuels had a platform. Even Derrick Jackson. Like there are a lot of black men out there. Stephon Speaks. You know what I'm saying? Like people are tired of holding in what they feel. Look at these shootings. Look at the Idaho. Like people bolder than ever. So like we were saying, these New Year's resolutions. Do we need a new year to be ourselves? Is my question.
No.
But you could tell, I feel like the world wasn't really like, 2023 is coming. You feel me? I really didn't see a lot of people. I didn't see nobody in this room posted in 2023, I'm finna like
with
nobody.
with the girl stepping up the steps. I'm stepping into.
And I feel like everybody. I feel like everybody's like, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna just do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
we're just gonna do it.
We're just gonna do it, and I like that for the world. Like, let's do it.
Just gonna do it.
Yeah,
gonna do
start working out, eating better. You know, what money management. I'm just gonna do it instead of talking about it.
Because let me tell y'all, girl, Miki. So I had to dang near bust her block. So I wasn't gonna say nothing at first because I try not to be.
Hit my face.
If I deal with somebody in business and you make a mistake, I'm not gonna always say something. I'm a bigger person than that or whatever. So Miki, when she put on my tooth gem, she didn't put on a matching tooth gem. So I have 2 different tooth gems on.
Oh wow.
First off, I didn't say nothing because I'm like, it's not that I'll wear whatever. Like I'm fly. It's 2 different ones. I don't care.
Right.
But when I'm paying for something and my cousin didn't like her lashes, so I'm like, I'm bringing you money. I'm spending money with you.
Your cousin who was just here?
Yeah, she didn't like it. So when I approached her, she was like, "Oh, you just now saying something?" Okay, look, shorty. I don't know nothing about that African stuff, but I'll rock your back to Come to America. I'm really not the one to play with. I promise you. I'm
Did you have your grill in when you was doing this? Because
No, I took it out then because at that point, you're playing with me. Yeah. So I had to just kind of get it. But the thing is, I had been having certain feelings that she would say certain things.
How long did you wait to say something?
I waited like 3 weeks, so it was my fault. I'll take that. But
I'm your dog. I'm gonna let you know. But still, it's
also the fact that you knew that was not the same one, so you was gonna let me go as long as I could without saying nothing to you about this error. You knew it was error the whole time.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to finally say something because I was like, 1, I got it. This is my tooth. It's my mouth. Like, come on. Sure. 2. I'm not gonna keep spending money with you if you're not gonna do right. Yeah. And you all in my trying to be in my business. So I say all those things to say, like, I'm just really coming to I don't care if you like me or not. Like, I have to be okay with myself. Like,
well, I'm gonna tell you something. You wasn't wrong in waiting. You want to know why? Because had you reacted in the beginning,
I would have bust everything over. Right.
So people gotta learn to respect when the person says, "Hold on, give me time to really process this. So when I come to you, I can come to you correctly, and it won't be an issue."
Yeah.
So don't. Y'all better listen up. Somebody wait. That means they already been thinking about this, and
that
especially if you know you did wrong.
Give me time.
Come on now, it's a right.
Okay, can I touch on that, on how you handle that, right?
Yeah.
So let me change this up real quick on a relationship. Let me get personal. Okay, with men now, right? When we get in a little disagreement, I like to go in the other room and be quiet. Okay. Is that wrong every time that I do that I go in another room? Is it wrong for your significant other to just somewhat shut down, as she says, shut down, and not communicate?
To me, it's not wrong. My question is, have you communicated with her that you need that time?
We get to a certain point, and I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna walk away.
Now, see, that I can actually respect. See, I think there's this thing that women do. When a man says, "I need to walk away," we have to learn to let y'all walk away.
Yeah, right.
I've done that. I will keep going, and then I'm really hurt because you walk away, but you told me you was gonna walk away. Yeah. So if you, in my opinion, if you are saying, "Hey, look, I'm gonna walk away," at some point, as women, we gotta be like, you know what, that's cool, because I'd rather you walk away than walk out.
To be quiet, right.
I'd rather you walk away for a minute than to walk out.
Some women want to just express themselves and just get their point across. Yeah. Well, when I find myself in situations where I'm walking away, a woman is right behind me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. But I do think that the way that you say things a lot of times to women, we listen to your tone a lot of times before we listen to what you say. So, man, I'm just about to walk away. We didn't hear what you said.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear what you said. I heard the attitude.
So what if I be like this? Put y'all in a situation. Chill now, I'm gonna get mad. Let me just go on in the other room.
I'm saying, bro, who do you think you're talking to yelling at me?
But I'm letting you know I'm already tense. So I'm trying to communicate. Women, I need y'all to understand we can't. Well, I'm a man. I don't get physical with my lady.
Okay.
So when y'all getting verbal y'all get loud. It's verbal abuse when y'all
Yes,
going.
it's true.
That's
It's true.
is so
It
it
is
makes
true.
us angry because we're getting that
women,
angry and I can't. Yeah.
We try to roar with y'all.
Yeah.
When we don't realize, and I just learned this, your roar and my roar are two different things.
Two different things.
And my roar will go before yours will ever go ooh. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it's one, you have to know your partner.
Yeah.
So, part of Nyla and knowing you is knowing, even though he delivered it like, look, man, chill about it. That's his way of communicating. You cannot want a pit bull and get mad at a pit bull for being a pit bull.
Right.
You can't own a Rottweiler and get mad because it's being a Rottweiler. Like, I'm having to learn that in dating. Like, if I want a man, I have to act like a woman. I gotta be softer. I have to listen. So, in that case with your chick, it's like, look, you gotta kind of a goon.
Yeah.
The same goon that you love can be the same goon that get on your nerves at times. But you gotta have that love, but you gotta understand their language. Goons, men speak different types of languages. They're saying the same thing, but they use different ways of saying it. So I don't think you was wrong, especially if you said, I don't think you were wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you was wrong for reacting when you reacted.
Yeah, I didn't want to bust I didn't want to bust a grill wide open.
Right.
So the lunchbox is not guilty of all
right, thank you. Clear.
Hey man, single people give out the best advice.
We
I'm
do.
talking about y'all do.
And I can't find nothing but like y'all.
Hey,
I was on Facebook dating, and I just really like my self-esteem started dropping because I was like, the jokers that like my picture, you know damn well.
Like you like, oh no,
like El Chapo looking.
You
like,
tried it.
I done had gay men, and I'm like, God, no, what is happening?
Listen.
It's
I had somebody try me recently. I'm gonna show y'all the pictures when we go on break.
Scared.
Now we gonna laugh about it after break.
But listen, I gotta tell y'all something that most people don't know is going on right now.
What's up?
So Mexico captures son of El Chapo and now sparking waves of violence. So Mexican security forces captured on Thursday drug cartel leader Ovidio Guzman, a son of jail kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, triggering a wave of violence ahead of a visit by U.S. President Biden next week. The violence took place largely in the city of Culiacan in the northern Sinaloa state, home to the powerful drug cartel of the same name that El Chapo headed before his extradition in the United States in 2017. It says that 7 members of the security force have been killed, including a colonel, and 21 have been injured, as well as 8 civilians. There have been 12 clashes with the security forces, 25 acts of looting, and 250 vehicles set on fire and used to block roads. They are now calling in the National Guard.
National Guard. I seen clips of that.
It's fires, bombs,
it's
shooting.
Real war right now. It's real.
But is it our National Guard?
Nah,
okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with us. But we gotta understand, we over here living peaceful.
Yeah.
You got locals over there in fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bullets flying throughout their house and everything.
However, let me say this.
Wow.
I find it funny that we seen they got some National Guard stuff. Can we talk about Shanquella Robinson?
Come on,
like
man.
You ain't heard nobody else say nothing else about that girl. Like I went back a few days ago and I was trying to see if maybe there were updates on the case. Silence.
They listen.
Them kids will get away with it. They're gonna get away with it.
These folks know black people get over stuff quick. They know that in every situation.
That's true.
Zimmerman, when they let that, and we got the whole Black Lives Matter, that motion we had
our
going
traumas
on, we lost it.
We make our traumas trendy.
Clearly.
We buy our traumas and we make our traumas trendy.
And that's it.
It's like if you're not saying Black Lives Matter, you're not in.
Yeah,
if you're not posting rest in peace Shanquella, you're not in.
Yeah.
If you're not posting rest in peace Takeoff, you're not in.
Our trauma, man.
And you're not gonna go on social media and do anything without posting what everybody else is saying.
Right.
So I just think that's like I'm just seeing so much more now. Like, dang, what happened to all these cases? Like, what the young man? There was another young man shot by police. He wasn't even armed.
Yeah, he wasn't even armed.
Like it's still like it's trendy.
Because they know we get over it. Like it's a lot of we get all hyped up, then we calm down.
Yeah,
we ain't got that old fight like how we used to, where we keep going. MLK, you know what I'm saying? All this used to keep going on. Like, nah.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think are things that we could do as millennials? Is there anything? Because in my mind, being a part of media is one of the most effective things that you can do as a Black person.
Yeah.
Because who else is going to tell our story? Who else is going to talk to us? Who else is going to hop in the line. So I don't know what y'all think.
I mean, I think you just said the most important part. We are the media. We don't want to keep everybody tapped in. You know, that's why Kutt do the Black History, remind people of our history. I come in with the Did You Know, whether it's about historical people or music figures that we didn't know. Like, it's up to us to keep our history still told and being in like conversation.
And also, I think we all should be more pro-Black. Like, we gotta embrace where we came from. Like,
And
it's
actually
obviously
know
something they trying to, know where we come from. Like, obviously, it's something they trying to hide from us. Like, why are y'all trying to keep us down so bad? Like, why me? Why me out of everybody? Why do I have to go
the
through
strongest,
like,
the strongest
you know what I'm saying?
ethnicity?
So, I feel like we should be more pro-Black, like you said. Learn our history. You know what I'm saying?
We don't stick with our boycotts.
Yeah, our boycotts.
We boycott to them legs get tired.
Yeah, stand tall. Everybody has different views, you know what I'm saying? As long as we get that, we all trying to get the freedom.
Right.
That's all we try to do too.
I think it's just we just gotta do better all together. You know what I'm saying? Like we Black people, we will talk a good game.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like if AT&T make you mad, you gonna cuss everybody out. I'm writing the news. As soon as they take $50 off your bill, you done forgot to call corporate.
Why? My phone still
on. They took $50 off. I guess I won't say nothing but a Black person.
Yep.
Will not rest until the top of the top news knows about what happened to them. Like it's just we gotta chill out doing it, man. We gotta be better about our social media and just our business.
We gotta protect ourselves.
Yeah.
It's real.
So with that being said, man, we don't take a break. We want you guys to call in. Give us some suggestions for us as a Black community, what we can do better to stay focused on our proactive stances, our marches, our boycotts, our education system. We just want to hear from you what we can do to make a better lunchbox.
So when we come back, you're gonna find out about this. You know,
who put this hot sauce about it? Is somebody trying to be funny by putting this hot sauce about it? Let's go to break so I can cut out these people. Take me back out. Who put this? Who put hot No. No. You can just see a little nose wiggling like, ah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's messed up. Yeah, man, I could, man. R.I.P. to James Brown, man.
Oh man, that's this you know we can't see today, cause boy, that's all I know, cause Chelsea got me here walking.
Oh my God.
Hey, another add-on to that, did you know Capitol Police Officer Eugene Goodman is getting honored today by President Biden for holding off the mob on January 6th, 2 years ago when, you know, Trump lost and people, nobody got charged to this day. He talks about that. He got a book coming out.
He's the first honorary house slave.
Yeah, right. House nigga. My bad, man. Like, that's your third one now. Third one, you up out of here.
What's wrong with us? Why are we like this? We sorry.
Yeah, he getting honored for being a house. Yeah, yeah, and he still work there. But shouts out to Eugene Good, man.
Hella politicians hollering at him.
Man, look, this is what he went by. This is what he went viral for, that picture right there. I'm gonna post it later on LunchBox.
He probably in the red district.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, man, I got tears in my eyes. Man. That dog go, oh no.
No.
Hey, well, y'all got me thinking about Undercover Brother with Eddie. He was like, man, let me get up and do my dance now.
Oh my God.
Can't dance no more, James. They did you bad, bro.
I'm gonna just end with this. That's like TikTok. They be making me mad because like you'll see people on there that don't have legs, and then they be having like some video like something like running through my mind, and they'll show somebody with no legs. And I'm like, y'all really think somebody's not gonna laugh at that? Like, why y'all gonna put me in that position? Like,
because you know
I'm biting the hell out of my bottom lip. I be biting the hell out of my bottom lip trying not to laugh.
They done banned me a few times for my jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you put it
I
out
think
there.
I'm gonna start doing that in little cut videos.
You should reaction. Yeah.
The reaction?
The reaction videos be the ones that people like the most.
Yeah, for real.
Then people like when people just be staring or those reactions like that make me mad. Those be funny. They be funny, man. Well, listen, it's Friday. What you got for the weekend, Kutt?
I'm turned up, man. I'm booked out. I got 2 gigs today. I got a artist showcase. I gotta stay awoke for.
Okay.
Gotta deal with that.
All day
Chelsea,
and all night.
you should come. Come on.
Not.
Nobody don't want to come.
I got
crickets.
Right. And I got a birthday party later on, and I'm gonna be closing up at Sea Salt 2 for the big R&B party. You know, I got some R&B flavor stuff. Y'all come through. Let me know. Y'all know I got a little discount.
Okay.
Yeah, we know it's gonna be a party tonight. Yeah, it ain't.
If I take the discount.
My team, yeah,
I'll take the discount.
Discount.
I'm
gonna be like happy hour.
Right? Happy hour, right?
I get my own bottle in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we got going on Friday, Saturday, off, and Sunday brunch. Then How Meal that night, and that's it. Turn up.
What you got, KT?
Well, I got a very great meeting this evening with a video production company, you know what I'm saying, in regards to the podcast, Dirty Talk ATL. Shout out my boy Young Luna.
Okay.
We got a new hip-hop podcast getting ready to crank up.
Nice.
Shout out my girl Diamond Beautiful, because she will now be
Shout
the
out
official
Diamond.
host.
Okay.
Shout out Diamond.
Okay.
Shout out Diamond.
Well, shut the
Okay.
You
It's a place for me.
You know what I'm saying? That boy Clay ready, boy.
My bad.
No, but that, I mean, you know, that pretty much it for a Friday, Saturday, you know, we get to, you know, have our meeting type deal, get educated,
Yeah.
become wiser,
I get to fire
become
somebody.
more business savvy.
Melly said I get to fire somebody. He gave me the paper and it had my name on it. I was like, what? He was like, yeah.
Surprise.
Tight that.
Surprise.
What you got going on, Chelsea? What?
This evening, you guys know we're getting ready to launch the School for Radio for Kids.
Okay.
So I will
Real hand clap.
Tonight I'll probably do some yoga. I've been really trying to keep myself in this certain space, this peaceful space. So when I leave from here, I'm gonna go home. Go see my mom, chill her for a bit, do a little yoga, work out, and get prepared for the meeting tomorrow. We have a meeting tomorrow, and it's our first in-person meeting of the year. Coming out swinging,
Okay.
head busting, and then I'm really just laying low. I just really been in a peaceful state. Like working out has really helped my mental, and I've kind of gotten this juicing thing. I'm starting to make juice. I'm making juice and stuff. I may bring y'all some next week to try because I made this mix with apple, ginger, celery,
I love ginger.
and what was it? And lemon. And it was really, really good.
You know,
it's a green
alcohol
juice.
in mine.
I'm gonna try that too. So I'm thinking about maybe coming out with a little juice, like something just to try. This is I like.
That would be
dope.
raw.
That would.
Yes.
No, listen.
Yeah.
That if you have your own, that'll be raw with everything you got going on. That'll be a different. That'll be on the health. Oh my God! You know, health is good.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring out one of my detox drinks next week, and I want y'all to try. Y'all was my first test it out. Y'all gonna let me know, y'all.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Other than that, I found a new church to go to on my side of town.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. I'm just trying to keep
Praise
my
God.
head in a different space, man. I'm chilling, trying to stay focused, and just trying to really get this money, get this business.
I went on something. I said, now I gotta get cut in the churches. Me and you already there. Cut.
He on the outreach program. He on the outreach.
Right.
But listen, man, shout out to all the shows that came and did their thing this week. Stiletto bosses, all of y'all. Shout out to all the listeners. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Monday. We got some guests coming in next week, I think. Okay. We'll be finding out over the weekend. Yeah, man. And then this weather will
do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weather does.
This weather
it keeps switching up on us, but it's getting better.
It's definitely schizophrenic.
Bipolar.
It's bipolar, tripolar.
Yeah, all right.
Well, listen, this your girl. I am Chelsea Speaks.
And your boy KT.
904 DJ Kutt.
And you're tapped in with
the LunchBox.
I'm hungry.
Hey.
No.
I'm hungry. No.